Well, go woke, go broke. You've heard that phrase before, right? Well, it's time now for the other view. So you think at this point, companies might have learned from Bud Light, Anheuser-Busch, and that whole Dylan Mulvaney controversy that cost them a lot of money, but not Doc Martens. Now, Doc Martens, if you don't know, the maker of chunky boots originally embraced by skinheads, punks, goths, grungers, and beyond since their inception in the mid-20th century. Now, the iconic and still popular shoe company now featuring this ad to promote the DIY Docs. Now, they feature on the boot, look at that little pink character there. The designer of these is a self-described queer illustrator whose previous works include Periods Have No Gender. Well, this artist features a pink woman who has undergone gender surgery with both breasts having been removed. The scars are visible there on that illustration. Joining us now to discuss is Project 21 members, our Project 21 members, Whitley Yates and Donna Jackson. Whitley, I'm going to start with you. Gotta be honest, I'm a big fan of Doc Martens, all things in the fashion industry I still have a few old pairs, but what I'm not going to be getting is that pair. Now, I will say in defense of Doc Martens, they've always been a little bit on the rebellious side. What do you think?
Yeah, so this is actually part of Doc Martens' history. When the boots came out and they were supposed to be for women in male-dominated industries, some of them labeled them as the butch boot. And so they really embraced that. They've always been pro-LGBTQ+. So I'm actually not surprised to see this. I don't think that it's going to separate them from their base. I won't be purchasing a pair, definitely not for my daughter. But it is not really like an Anheuser-Busch situation where it's completely against their core demographic.
I think that's a great point. It is completely on brand for Doc Martens. And Donna, the queer illustrator who designed the boot, says she wanted to represent, quote, queer joy and send the message that it will always exist. Again, I mean, it's on brand, whether you like the illustration or not. I don't know if Doc Martens is going to be alienating anyone. I think this might actually boost their base.
Well, you know what? There's some other motivations behind this too. Doc Marten posted lower than expected revenues, actually disappointing. And they also have some financial troubles with their plant in Los Angeles. So they're hemorrhaging money. So this is about Bidenomics too, because there's more families that don't have disposable income that can't afford these higher price boots. And so I think that they're willing to embrace this in order to get trending and so that they can bring more traffic to their websites. But I think it's not going to work. I mean, the American people are tired of being beat over the head with these trends that are destroying American families. And that's exactly what it's doing, is weaponizing corporations against the traditional American family. And I think that there will be some backlash. I might be throwing away my Doc Martens.
Wow. All right. You heard it here first. All right. Donna's done with her ducks. And let's move on here and talk about Bud Light for a moment. All right. Distributors now say they no longer expect the brand to recover from the Dylan Mulvaney scandal. We know they've been losing a lot of money. We know they've been kind of back and forth on it. Well, they might just have worn out their welcome. Now, this scandal, the CEO of Heineken is now talking about when it comes to his own company. Take a listen.
You have to be thoughtful, you have to be balanced, and at the same time you need to stand for your values and your principles.
All right, we're almost out of time, but Whitley, your thoughts?
You know, I think Heineken's got it right because they actually have some values, and what we saw was Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch actually had any, and what they wanted to do was really erode the values of the American people. And I'm sad that they had to learn the hard way, but you know what? They can't take the heat. They got to get out of the kitchen.
All right, Donna, your final 2 cents.
Look, Bud Light is an average beer. Anybody can go, and I'm glad they destroyed their brand.
Well, all right. Donna dropping the mic twice today. All right, well, we're going to have to leave it there.
What did Bud Light do to her?
I know, right? Well, that is the other view. Whitley Yates, Donna Jackson. We'll have you back. Thanks.